Hello my friends, welcome back and thanks for watching. Today I am sharing my stocking stuffers for her and him. This is a pretty wide age range, but I will go ahead and give you a heads up. If you are someone who's looking for gift ideas that are just smaller, like I see on TikTok a lot, this is not the video for you. I am a very practical in the stocking gift giver, and I also like to stick to a budget of $25 and under, but most of the time I usually like to do $10 to $12 or under. So everything I'm talking about is going to be numbered up on screen and linked in the description bar and comment section below. And we'll go ahead and get started with her. I have got my iPad here, and I always start out with Jesus Calling. I absolutely love this. Some people use it as a full devotional. I don't personally. I just like to read it every day. I do kind of look up the scriptures that are underneath it, like underneath the actual text, but I don't necessarily say that I would like use that as a devotional. It's just such an overall amazing book. Sarah Young is phenomenal. So I love the pink one that I personally have. You could do any kind of hair ties, but I did include the Kitsch spiral hair ties because those are great for not preventing any breaking. Or you could even do the big claw clips. Those are super trendy. I will link the ones that I'm showing you guys on screen. I'll also link a small set and an extra large set for people like me who have really long hair, but very popular, very trendy. You can even get like flowers, you can get all different kinds of patterns, but for me, I like just neutral and easy hair clips. I do also want to mention this tweezer set. Now, you guys have heard me talk about this for years, and oddly enough, this tweezer set sits at a top seller of mine and has for years because it is my favorite. And this is the tweezer set that reminded me that like not all tweezers are made equal. It has 61,000 plus reviews, 4.4 stars. It's a #1 bestseller. And just truthfully, such a good set of tweezers. So I love those. Or even the shampoo scalp brush. Now, I will mention this for men as well, but I'm gonna link it right now for women. My older brother, though, actually has one of those really big, like bushy long beards, and he says he uses this to wash his beard. So this is not just great for scalps for women, this is great for facial hair for men. The next one would be a mini jewelry case. Now, this one is adorable, comes in a few different colors, and you can get the initial on the front. I really like small jewelry cases like that, especially for like anyone who travels or high school and college aged women, just because when I was in high school and college, I didn't have a ton of jewelry. So something like that would have been perfect. The electric candle lighter is really nice. I'm pretty specific about my lighters, and I like that that one kind of like leans over into the candle and you're not having to like kind of angle one down funky in there, because of course that just prevents you from burning your hand. Now, the car cleaning gel is very strange, but Abby dang, one of the best things that I have in my car, and it's so random. I'll be sitting there like pumping gas and I will be gathering all the trash out of my car, and I'll take that thing and I'll just kind of run it over the dash. It makes such a difference, and they get kind of gross kind of fast. So I do love those, but keep in mind if you live in a state that is very hot, specifically like Florida or Texas. I always get people who comment that live in those states that are like, don't leave it in your car in the hot months if you live in a very, very hot, like Arizona, any of those states. I live in South Carolina and it sits upright in my car and I've never had an issue with it, but just a heads up, it can kind of ooze out if it is tipped over. Socks are always a win. So anytime I mention a stocking stuffer, I always include this. Now, this is a little bit closer to that $25 price point. These are a 6-pack though. So the colors look nice. They're really soft. I sleep in socks, so that's why I would link those, along with these gold under eye patches. Now, this is 25 pairs for such a good price. I do have a few different brands that I like, but I just find as long as whoever you're gifting them to, just tell them to keep them in the fridge. In the morning time, they're gonna make a huge difference. Get rid of those like puffy under eyes, and even they can help like over the course of time, they can really help lighten up the skin around your eyes. I've noticed a huge difference in that, so I love those. I did also want to include the NYX Slim Lip Pencil. I am loving this color lately. Okay, the color that I grabbed was 860 Peekaboo Neutral. This works with so many neutral lip colors, so that's gonna be a good universal one, and it's under $5. Now, the Gold Bond Age Renew Retinol Overnight Body Lotion, You could definitely get that for someone who's like a little bit on the younger side, because like I do wish I would have started an anti-aging skincare routine when I was younger, just simply because it's called anti-aging and it's one of those things like sunscreen. You don't put sunscreen on after you're burned, you put it on to prevent it. Like I wish I would have prevented body aging, but at the same time, I don't know if it would have made the biggest difference until I was in like my early to mid 20s. So use your best judgment on that, but that got rid of my stretch marks. So I love it and we'll always talk about it. I did want to mention this aesthetically pleasing contact lens case. It does have a little spot for solution, which I really like. Whenever I am traveling with my contact solutions, now I have like one a days, but sometimes I will put them in contact solution. Usually I don't have a little travel case. I like have to use one of the ones that I buy separately. So I like that not only does that have a spot for solution, but it carries it all in the case. So that's really nice. The refillable perfume bottles would be amazing. I am really on a perfume kick lately. I take it very serious. And so I will forever travel with perfume from now on. And this is 4 little perfume bottles and they're very, very easy to load in. This is an Amazon Choice product. I did also link another set of socks for you guys on my Amazon storefront. And I will say the Beaky makeup beauty blenders are so good. Hands down, like my #1 most used, most recommended beauty sponge of all time. I've used the name brand like $25 one. It wasn't as good. So those are great. And it comes in a 5-pack for like $8 or $9. You could even do pins. I always love pins. My mom always used to get us really good pins and a really, really good toothbrush growing up. And I do remember always loving those. There is a pocket mirror. I specifically have that one and it is such a good size. It is truly the size of your pocket, but it has a light on there that is adjustable. So that's really nice because you can take it in your tiny little purses. Like it's very trendy right now to have a super tiny bag. Those will fit in all of those. And then I also really like the travel makeup brush holder. I personally have that one and I think it's great. That is kind of specific. Like you do need to get that for someone who travels a lot. I don't think I would keep my makeup brushes in that I use daily, just I would like sit them out. So something to think about. There is also a little keychain that I thought was absolutely adorable. I don't know. I've seen a lot of like chains, like individual little charms on bags these days, rather than like just keychains, but it is listed as one. So something to think about there. Now for men, I will go ahead and say a lot of similar things in regards to like lighter. You could do a really good toothbrush. But I will start out by saying they do have a Jesus Calling that is the brown leather cover. And I think it is just so pretty. I also have that one. I think that was one of the first ones I got, but of course it looks a little more masculine than the pink Jesus Calling. So I love that one. I do have a magnetic flashlight in here that has like kind of an adjustable head and that looks really convenient, especially for small spaces. So I wanted to include it. Burt's Bees chapsticks or like lip balms are always good. My dad was, I think it was Blistex. Like growing up, my dad was a big Blistex guy. And so my mom would always restock like his Blistex for him. Socks are always good for men too. I did include this that said, I'd rather be golfing. You could get fun, funky socks. You could get just like, you know, a basic set of nice socks. It really depends on the guy. Sam doesn't golf, so these wouldn't particularly work for him, but like I could get him even just like a pack of like black Nike socks would be really good. I did see the Mike's Hot Honey. That is a popular item in my house, especially amongst the men. So great stocking stuffer idea. Like the guys in our family, I wouldn't say obsess over charcuterie boards, but they always eat that Mike's Hot Honey. So that's why I wanted to include it here. Also the Healthy Feet foot cream. I don't know what it is about stuff like this. My husband's not big on like lotions, but something like this he'll use. I don't know if it's the marketing. I don't know if it feels different. I use my retinol body lotion, but something like this, like my husband would really like. I did also include a keychain screwdriver tool. That looks really convenient to have for both women and men because the amount of random times that you just need like one tiny screwdriver and you don't want to have to go to like your man's toolbox and get the whole thing, or like Sam doesn't want to have to go grab his whole toolbox. Like he actually keeps 2 individual screwdrivers in the house. That would be really nice because it's on their keychain. Also, the beard apron I think is so cute. It attaches to the mirror and then they can put it around their neck. So it's gonna catch all of their beard clippings. Now my man doesn't have a beard, but I hear women say that it is the bane of their existence when their man does shave theirs. So something to think about. I also included the tweezers like I told you guys. Sam is very specific about his tweezers and he loves these. He has his own set of them. And of course that shampoo scalp brush, so good. My brother, I told y'all, he uses it on his beard. So something you could get a man who has a beard for sure, or for their head. I wouldn't say I've ever seen Sam use mine. That doesn't mean he hasn't, I just definitely haven't seen it. I did include pins. I also included a lighter for just like I did for the women. Specifically, I included these like gel pens. I actually really like these gel pens. They come in a little 6-pack and you can get so many different colors. Oh, they can even get 12. So that was something my mom used to do when we were kids, was she would get like a big pack of pens and then split them up amongst us. The golf hat sweater liner, that is sweater liner. The golf hat sweat liner is really nice, and that one does show as like $20, but if you look, that is for the 3-pack, so that's not just one. So if you have multiple men who live in your house, you could definitely split it up amongst them. And then apart from that, I also really think that that dip clip, I should have included that in women's too. I'm actually going to add it right now to the women's gift guide, because I've said this every time I mention these, I used to sit in my car whenever I worked in an office full time. And it was just because I genuinely did not want to just interact. I needed peace and quiet, and my husband does it now. And I just think that that is such a good idea, because you can actually stick it on your air vent, and then you can like have it for your little dipping sauces if you eat out or whatever. So I don't know. I just thought that was such a cute gift idea. And with that being said, we are finished with this video. I do want to mention, so for our boys, we actually are planning on just going to the store, and we do something every year where, because we want to raise the boys to know that like they need to fill their wives' stockings one day. So what we do is we go to Target and we split into 2. I'll take one kid, Sam takes one kid, and then we shop for each other. So like if I take Roman this year, he'll help me shop for Sam and Ezra, and then vice versa. For the boys, we are planning on doing like Hot Wheels, because they love that kind of stuff. But then we are also going to do very practical things. Kids' toothpaste, kids' toothbrushes, probably a couple pairs of socks. But again, we keep stockings very practical. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to click the subscribe button if you're new here. I have so many more gift ideas coming your way very soon, including my 75 gifts for men. Love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Mwah.